Bam! There we go. Arifureta, baby. Betrayal. Murder. Evil lady. I have no idea what she's evil for though. Like I said last week, I don't dislike her being a traitor. I just don't know why she's a traitor. Like, I generally don't dislike it. I'm just like, I just don't understand why she's right. So I hope it's gonna explain why is she this traitor. Right? Like, it's not necessarily bad that she's a traitor. It's just like, yeah, I don't know why, right? But anyway, hope it works now. Okay, that's good. So, I don't know how to explain it really, guys, honestly. So last week, of course, we figured out that Eri, so named Eri-chan, right? She's a traitor. And I said here again to point out, right? Like, I don't dislike her being a traitor. I said, but I just put that in, right? Sometimes it's like, why is this person a traitor, right? It doesn't make any sense, right? Here, I think it's perfectly fine that one of the students is a traitor, right? It just works. I mean, it doesn't really like go against. It's not a plot hole or whatever, right? It's not like One Piece. To the 2-hour One Piece this morning. Holy shit! Before work, 2-hour One Piece. Immediately when I got up, I did One Piece, and I'm just like, man, the whole day is still my less about life is shattered. No, but that is still tiresome. My God, that chapter. But anyway, this here I feel, yeah, it's like it's no problem her being a traitor. I'm just hoping that it's gonna be explained why, right? She's just like, why is she betraying everyone for? What is she gaining from this? Why is she evil for it? So either I could see this episode doing a flashback, how she got like art or something, right? How the boys took her, advanced her or something, you know what? Some kind of sad backstory. Or I would prefer if she's just evil, you know? If she's just evil. She was like, oh, I planned to kill you all for years or whatever, yeah. But something like that. So if she's gonna be like really evil, then I think that a flashback, I think it should be a flashback then, explaining that she was evil at Earth 2, right? You know what I mean? If she's actually really, really evil here, I think it would make more sense if she was always evil, right? And she was evil even before they got isekai. That to me would make more sense, right? If she was like always just like, you know, a conniving, manipulative bitch, right? That would make more sense. Probably to make the most sense, I think. But anyway, I'm just hoping they're gonna have some kind of, you know, yeah, good explanation of why she is the traitor. Because that I don't understand whatsoever, honestly, right? I have no understanding why she is betraying them for. I think there is an issue in this anime, right? That I keep saying it, but you know, the harem isekai part, right? That's fine. And then this human part is just kind of like whatever. Yeah, it's not really a good build up what the humans are doing. These other students, it's just kind of like whatever, right? And we're all here for the bunny chicks and dragon boobies, right? We're not really here for the humans. So anyway, let's watch it and hopefully they explain a good reason why she's evil. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But I it's something like all the kids, the classmates are all like kind of boring too. Most of them haven't really having a good personality that's interesting. They're just kind of like, you know, random kids, right? Oh no, I want to be a hero. And that was really stupid how they didn't see that May was being mind controlled. That was dumb though. Obviously, they should have figured out that May was mind controlled, like all the idiots. But yeah, she has a kind of slave color here, clearly. That I guess works like some kind of mind control thing. She already has like a puppet team, right? So she can probably control them as a marionette also, whatever. Okay, here we go. Oh, I also wanted to. Okay, this is pretty good. She's like, oh, I also wanted to fuck you. Okay. Is it was she's horny? The half the anime is about people being netherad. Yeah, I want you to be my boyfriend. Like, see, I hope she's evil. She's also Arif, you know. I think that honestly, I think that would be one of the best reveals. If she's just really, really thirsty for his heroic PP, right? And she just betrayed him because she wanted to sleep with him, right? And they'll make it very similar to the other traitor, of course. They want to trade, you know, the main character, kill him, right? To get with, you know, someone, yeah. But honestly, the teenagers, the isekais, yeah. Am I the only one? I think that storyline would kind of work if she betrays them because he didn't want to be her boyfriend, right, or something. That actually would be like, it would be kind of extreme, but it actually wouldn't be impossible. I mean, I could be like, yeah, okay, you know what? It's taken to the extreme, but yeah, that's what I meant, right? If that's the case, she's doing it because she wants to sleep with him, right? Then she's evil, right? And hopefully then they're gonna explain that she always was evil from the beginning, right? Like maybe he rejected her at Earth because she was like an evil bitch, right? And he was like, oh, you're kind of weird, I don't want to be with you. And she's like, oh, you want to be with me? Oh, I will get some, right? So yeah, maybe she's just yandere. But honestly, that would probably be, as I mentioned earlier, right? That she was always evil. If she's just a yandere evil woman, right, from Earth, that is the most reasonable explanation, yeah. She was just Yunugasai him from the beginning, right? But I would buy that. I would buy that. But then I do still want a flashback here, right? When we see that she was trying to sleep with him or something when they were at Earth, and she failed, right? That's why she pissed off, right? Something like that would be what I really want, you know. Hopefully we get some of that. But she clearly puts on some slave collar, and I guess the collar works like in One Piece, for example, they had the slave collar strike again. There is a character in One Piece, there's a feeling character that puts a collar on you, he can controls you. That seems seemingly how it looks, right? Some kind of like mental control. And I don't mean the collar explosive in One Piece. There's an older guy in One Piece that has eaten a devil fruit, and he puts it on you, he can then mind control you. He's like a slave magic, right? So he enslaves you, he fights with law and so on in that filler. That's seemingly what she has. She puts on them collars, right? And she probably gets some mind control, because her powers is mind control, right? I like how she's so smug, though. Yeah, she's a pretty good bad guy. Oh, Dami! She's a pretty good bad girl, though. Yeah, she's very, very smug, mostly. Oh, no, yeah. She's kind of like an annoying character, right? Yeah, she's like, come on, you all want to sleep with him, but I'm gonna get the penis. Is she just Yandere? Oh, yeah, because she's like, oh yeah. But yeah, she's a great smug, yeah, smug bitch. She's pretty good at being smug, certainly. Yeah, see? She's like, this is what is for us. So she's just Yandere. She's just really horny, that's why she's killing everyone. No wonder she's supporting the other, you know, character. No wonder she recruited the other guy that also wants to sleep with, you know. Yeah, I mean, the original bad guy, of course, is also because he wants to sleep, right? So, yeah. I kind of like how she's recruited the person that also is like, oh, you wanna enslave her after you become a sex slave? Oh yeah, I wanna get a sex slave too. We two pieces apart. She's like, I understand. I can relate. Is that what she's doing it? Yeah, I guess so. No, but it's something more than that. It can't only be that she's trying to sleep with him. That would be crazy. But I guess it's a bonus for her to also seduce, yeah, the hero. But then Maid is so obviously mind control. Jesus Christ, you idiots! Holy shit, she's so obviously mind control. Same with the army. Jesus Christ, her eyes are purple. She can barely talk correctly. She's like, please come with me to here. She's like a robot. Come on, Jesus Christ, she's clearly mind control. She got Mikasa. She can do like one sentence per hour. Jesus Christ. But it's weird how she's so, I don't know, she's like, let's do it. Yeah, now she's like offering sex, I guess. She's a weirdo, yeah. She's like, come on, wanna touch me? It's kind of interesting if she offered him to, if you become my husband, I won't kill anyone or something. She's kind of trying to force him to, yeah, be with her. And she, I won't kill your friends if you sleep with me, right? Yeah, is that her plan? But the issue here is that we've never really seen them being friends. This is what I feel the issue of the anime, though, right? Which is an issue. That this girl is like, how could you betray me, Ari? We were friends. We've been girlfriends for years or whatever, right? You, me, girl, BFS, right? Like, when did you ever see that? You know what I mean? We had there's like no build-up on these girls being great friends. Okay, kill this guy for random reasons. What? But maybe this guy did hurt her. Okay, whoa, he got killed, man. Whoa. But I mean, maybe he was... This is what I'm hoping for, right? Again, earlier. Thought about last week, right? Maybe someone assaulted her at Earth or whatever. She looked at him like, oh, you getting it, right? And he knew that he was getting it, so... Yeah, maybe there's some backstory that he, like, ordered her or something, right, last year or something. It feels like it's gonna... Maybe, I don't know. Because she looked at him like, oh, you know you're getting it, right? Like, you know you deserve this, so... But yeah, now she can, of course, mind control him. Or take over his body or whatever. Yeah, but she has, like, mind control puppet magic. Obviously, she has evil, typical... You know, yeah. No, he's a puppet, yeah. So she has evil, you know, puppet magic. I mean, of course, we already know that. That's been really established already, right? That's what her. But again, this girl here, and she's like, Eri, how could you betray me? I thought we were best friends, right? That I don't like in anime, right? Generally. Because, yeah, where is that scene? Where is the build-up of them being friends, right? The anime hasn't really... But I think an issue is that, already in episode 1, right? The anime started with them in the cave, right? That was terrible, episode 1 to 3, of course. Those episodes are just insane terrible. And according to novel readers I talked to, in the novel, they start at school, right? And then they get isekai, right? So... I guess I feel like we as the anime viewer, we're kind of missing out on that school bit. We have too little of, you know, the before, how did they live and so on before they got isekai. And we have too little, I feel, of the, you know, the humans' normal life, right? So this is why this betrayal is kind of weird too, because, yeah, they're all acting like she's the best friend or something. but it's never been shown that they're best friends with her. It's never been shown how they really knew her, so it feels a little strange. It's like they're being betrayed by a classmate, obviously, but have we seen this in the anime? They're friends. It's just one of the random 10 female characters in the class, right? We don't really have like a relationship to that. But yeah, I mean, she's obviously mind-controlling them. I don't know. I guess the team is gonna come, right? You know, Edgelords are come and save them eventually, right? With the sensei and so on. Oh yeah, stabbing her again, I guess. Oh, it hurts. She's really smug, you know. She's not really douchey bad guy, no. She's a really douchey bitch, though, yeah. Oh, does it hurt? Yeah, like, she's really good at being really, really annoying. So, okay, that's her thing as a bad guy. Yeah, she's super, super frustrating. I guess fitting for a mind control character. But it's such a flip, though, right? She really need to kill her whole class for get some PP. Yeah, it's... Well, now she'll probably be saved by, of course, Hajime or the harem characters. I mean, this is certainly where she got plot armor. Let's be honest here. She got plot armor. She's, you know, the best friend of, you know, the priest girl and blah blah. Kind of course, I don't know her name, but I mean, I'm explaining it from like a trope standpoint, right? She's best friends with, yeah, here she is, of course, Kaido with the priest, right? And of course, she's dating the main character, and I mean, it obviously gives her an adjacent plot armor, right? Because obviously Kaoru has plot armor. She's one of the waifus, right? She's one of the horror main characters. And then her best friend has obviously like some kind of, you know, minor plot armor. I could see her dying though. I could see her dying, but come on. She clearly has plot armor too, right? That guy that she killed, he had no plot armor. Who was he? He was a deadbeat, right? But obviously the character, the close to the harem, are plot armored. To some extent, right? Okay, he's clearly betraying them, though. He's clearly gonna betray them! They're like, oh yes, thanks for helping us! He's clearly gonna betray them! Yeah, this is so stupid. He's clearly a traitor! It's so obvious. I'm just laughing at it. Oh, here we go. Oh, see? I told you guys! He's so a goddamn traitor! Ultimate anime betrayal! That was so obvious though. I mean, at least for us the viewer, he's clearly evil. He's like, oh, let me help you, princess! Oh my god, it was so obviously an anime betrayal. He goes in there like, ah, bam, bitch! Yeah, come on. I mean, we, of course, as the viewer, know he's evil from the beginning, but episode 1, right? Yeah. Well, finally he might die then, right? I think that she can survive. Eri, you know, the main evil can survive, but he's probably gonna get owned here. He's probably finally gonna get killed by, you know, Hajime, right? So, but I see him though. It was so obviously a betrayal. Oh, I'm coming to help you! Yeah, he was like, why is he the only human not being, you know, stuck in the prison kind of thing? Yeah, he's like the only, you know, isekai member that wasn't stuck by her evil mind control power. It doesn't make any sense. He's obviously a voluntarily part of her team, right? But I mean, it's like for them, they should have figured out, oh, guess her again? He's like, keep stabbing her here? Yeah, he's not rare, you know, he wants to sleep with her and he's angry. What's he doing though? She was like, I see waiting for Hajime to come, right? It's really weird. Yeah, where's the harem? How did she get here before all of this? She threw like a healing spell though and buffed up the, you know, the other party members though, I guess. Yeah, she did one of those classic, like, Last Stand. Kaplank, or whatever it's called in Dragon Quest. Yeah, I think it's called like Kaplank. That, I won't say what character has it because it's a secret character, but the secret character Dragon Quest has a Kaplank spell where this character dies and everyone else gets full life again. It's a really good spell actually. Arguably the best spell in the game, arguably. I felt like she did that, you know. Yeah, she was like, bam, you know, all my life points so everyone else gets full life points again. Yeah. It is I think it's called Kaplank in Dragon Quest. That's seriously what she did there. Because now everyone is like fully restored again, right? So honestly, I like it. Because yeah, this is like a typical JRPG, you know, healing spell, right? That you have a healing character that can do like sacrifice their own health to save everyone else, right? Like a last resort to protect your party members, right? But that character dies, or at least is, you know, fainted, right? Everyone else can still fight, right? So this is exactly like in Dragon Quest 11. I will Google that. I think it's called Kaplank. I believe that's what it's called. But it's a secret character. I want to mention what it is because, yeah. Why is she just... I don't know. But she seems to be Eri's best friend, right? She's seemingly her closest friend. At least given her reaction, she was her best friend. I think. Yeah. Finally. What happened there? No. Something fell down and I was hoping it was going to be... She threw her there, but I hope it's going to be the main... No, I see... How did Karu get here? But where is... You know, where is her boyfriend, right? Where's the husband? Yeah. Where's the harem, right? But anyway, it is nice to see these isekai people doing something for once, right? And of course, also mind controlling him, or at least he's a zombie. But whatever, she's obviously mind controlling him. Yeah. I mean, we knew he got betrayed earlier, so he's obviously not taken too, right? See, she's so smug though. I do like that this Aries is so goddamn smug. Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, that's right. I also took over him. Yeah, she's like a goddamn the smug bastard. But yeah, so he trained them right and so on. But yeah, he's like, yeah, please save me from this mind controller. Yeah, please kill me. But he can't kill him because, you know, oh no, you're my mentor, so I can't kill you because I like you, you know. Clearly she's pretty good at this strategy because she took over this guy, right, because she knew that it would be troublesome for the heroes to defeat their mentor, right? So she's clearly a very evil person. But yeah, but she's very good at manipulating people. She was like, oh, I knew you could kill him because he's clearly your idol, right? So you can't kill him, yeah. At least she's a very competent bad guy so far. She's like, haha, you can't kill your mentor, right? So, yeah, she's a good manipulator, certainly. And also super annoying. Yeah, I don't know why she's kind of smug for a time, but I love it. That's right! It's like, she's such a bitch, man. Holy shit, she's so evil, yeah, so annoying. Holy shit, she's at the joke or something, yeah. She's enjoying, she's obviously a very, very sadistic character. She's like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying the betrayal. Like, she's really, really enjoying being evil. Holy shit, she's evil. But, I don't know, she's kidnapping the waifu from the main harem. She's obviously making one absurd mistake here. She seemingly doesn't know about the main character whatsoever, right? Yeah, she seemingly doesn't know about Hajime, his harem. I mean, obviously her plot armor is the highest, which is fine. Now, but I mean, that's the thing. She has the highest plot armor for all these humans, right? Here she comes, of course. That's my wife! That's like my number 2 or 3 wife or something. That's like my wife in number 4, so you get away, you damn. He's also sensei, because she's also one of my wives, but yeah. Finally, he comes in there and saves her, right? But yeah, I mean, the only mistake she's doing here, which is a huge mistake though, is that she doesn't seem to know at all about the main character, right? Yeah. She seemingly hasn't heard about this guy doing all this crazy stuff, right? And how powerful he is. And he's finally probably gonna kill this guy, right? He's finally gonna kill this bastard, right? Probably. Finally. I keep saying finally, but really, yeah, who doesn't want to see him die, you know? The original traitor, right? Who doesn't want to see him finally getting the OD traitor? I mean, Eri, yeah, she's the bigger traitor, but that guy is like, you know, the first guy that betrayed the main character, and that feels like a more important for him at least. From a main character standpoint, he wants to kill the guy that shot him in the back, right? Eri is just generally, yeah, I mean, she's just generally evil, right? But like, it doesn't really affect him, right? Except, of course, his wife, but I mean... But yeah, she's really intelligent, but she seemingly has completely ignored the existence of super OP guy that has like 10 wives. Yeah, massive mistake here, evil woman. Massive mistake. Why hasn't she heard about this thing? Arguably a plot hole, how she doesn't seem to know what he can do at all. Yeah. I mean... Of course, he doesn't care about him because like a random nobody hits him. Yeah, he's like, come on, I can easily shield that. Yeah, he's like level 1000 and they are level, 1 or whatever. Yeah, he's like, and he's also doesn't care about these people. Like, I never met this guy, I don't like him. I met him like once, He's like, I don't care about you, you weak general guy. I never cared about you. Yeah, I met you once, yeah. He wants to die though, clearly. He's like, please free me from the mind controller. But also, if you kill Eri, will that save him? I don't know, like, yeah, do you have to kill that guy? He obviously can't do it because he doesn't care about him, but, and this to me isn't overly edgelord, honestly. Some people can say that, oh, he's doing edgelord again. Honestly, I don't think so, because he doesn't have any, friendship with that guy, yeah. The older guys are like, oh, he trained us for this month's right, but he never really met that guy, he met him once, right, so it makes sense that he can kill these people, because he has no real friendship with his soldiers, right, yeah, so... He's the outsider. He's the human they got to discard at the beginning of storyline. So it makes sense that he can easily kill them. This isn't overly edgelord, honestly. It's comparable to someone in this. But I wonder, what if you killed her immediately? Would they like save the people? That's a little bit stupid though. What if you just killed her immediately instead? Wouldn't that have maybe saved the zombies or whatever? I mean, then might have been freed from her mind control, right? Yeah, arguably. So it's a little bit like, okay. Oh, this shooter, man. He's greedy for her. Oh, she got a save or something? A fire spell? Oh yeah. Okay, he's finally gonna get revenge for this bastard. Finally! I hope to kill him. Come on, he's the the most. Fine, just kill him, man. Get your revenge! Finally, kill him. This is like Shield Hero, you know. Get the bitch. Get the malty salty. Get that salty malty, you know. This is like the revenge. Finally. Finally get the revenge, baby. He finally gets revenge. Come on. Get that bastard. Yeah, he comes to whatever skeletons. Yeah, CGI horror shit. But anyway, come on. Give me the revenge scene. Finally kill him. Don't let him live now. That'd be stupid. You know? He killed people before, yeah. Just kill him, man. Don't let him live, right? Okay, maybe he killed. I don't know. He might have survived that. Okay, he throws him to the monsters. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like, okay, I see. It's like revenge. You know, he shot him in the back, right? I get it. You know, he was like, you threw me to monsters. I threw you to monsters. Yeah, I get it. It's symbolic. That was nice. Yeah, he was like, my revenge is that. Yeah, I'm gonna throw you to the monsters. You threw me to the monsters. You know, yeah, it's the same thing, right? If you survive that, you get stronger, right? So, but I guess she's gonna be saved now by the demons, right? If he's like his sacrifice though, it's gonna save Eri though. Yeah, him shooting the fireball is still gonna save the main evil girl, right? She's gonna probably be saved by demons now and somehow escape this. Because she was probably teaming up with the demons for some reason. I guess she was behind them in the gallery. For some reason, she was clearly teaming up with demons, right? It was nice to see him finally killing that guy. We didn't see a body, but come on, he's dead, right? So he finally got revenge for the betrayal episode 1 there. So that was nice. Okay, summoning like a slime or something? No, like it looks like a metal slime from Dragon Quest, but... Okay, I think a little... it's nuking the... Yeah, it's nuking all the ugly CGI stuff. Okay. Well, now I feel he's really dead though. First he threw him to the monsters, and now he's nuking the monsters when he threw him. So now he better die, man. If that guy survives shit, it would be so stupid, man. We didn't see a body, but yeah, he threw him to the monster, and now he's laser nuking, beaming the monster. So if that guy survives the shit, that's gonna be ridiculous. He has to be dead. He has to be dead. Come on. I could still see it is anime. I could see him being like, I'm a cyborg zombie now, but you know, it's just he better die from that. He better be dead from that shit, man. He can't be break his nose or shoot him and stab him and throw him to a bunch of monsters and then nuke the monsters. They had better kill him. But again, I don't think we saw a body, right? We never saw him being confirmed killed, but he better be dead, man. He better not come back after that. That would be really stupid. You can hear this Usui part there. But yeah, they are clearly teammates. I mean, she's looking at them. Yeah, I mean, obviously she's part of the demon. For some reason, Eri is a team up with... Okay, how did that happen? What? She suddenly teleport up to him? What? I mean, I said they're obviously teammates, but she's obviously working with the demons, obviously. And here comes the harem, of course, one. But it's like, how did she do that though? That was just stupid though. How did she teleport up to him though? She was like, she winked at him like, yeah, we gotta escape this. Okay. And the next scene, she's just at the dragon. How did she get to the dragon? She just like teleported up to the dragon in the next frame. That was terrible though. That was terrible. She should have had a little frame where she was flying up or a dragon saved her. It felt like they skipped a scene there. How did she get to the dragon? That was terrible. The anime obviously is low quality as always. That was just really stupid. What? She just disappeared and oh, that was so stupid. That was so bad. It was low quality. Well, how did it happen? She literally, in 2 different frames, one frame, she looked at him, you know, yeah, standing on in the Colosseum ground. And the next frame, she's suddenly up in this sky dragon thing, right? Like, 1 kilometer, this, I don't know, but it's just like, oh, no, it was so stupid. And anyway, yeah, she's sad, and Sensei's gonna help her heal her or whatever, and blah, blah. I mean, obviously she's part of the harem too, right? She's obviously also adjacent, part of his love circle, you know. It's very clear that it's gonna pick up, yeah, I mean, she's also, you know, here we go. Part of the harem, come on. It's just, I've said this earlier, so that's lesson 2, right? This woman here, she's like, you know, I don't know, level, like place 6 in the harem, place 7. She's part of the harem, let's be honest here. He's also gonna smash her now, but, you know, she's also part of the harem. Is she the lowest ranked waifu? Probably. Definitely a distance from the other harem waifus. But come on, she's also gonna be fall in love with him, come on. And the princess too, right? Come on, she's also part of the harem, Jesus Christ. Now he's all like, I got you, girl. Come on, she's also part of the harem. Like, let's be honest here. It is kind of silly how almost every female character wants to smash him, right? But certainly she's also part of the harem. Like, this no other bullshit, right? She is part of that harem. Even though, again, I do agree that she is not like the main harem member, right? But anyway, I think the episode was good. Definitely, it was great seeing the revenge finally. But first, I have to say this thing again, right? This just made no sense. Let's talk about that first, right? It made no sense, okay? Let's review the episode. But yeah, this scene made no sense. Like, just straight up, like, objectively speaking. She is doing this thing, right? Eri looks at him up at the dragon. She's like, yeah. She kind of winks to him like, yeah, let's go, right? She winks to him at the dragon. And then the very next scene, you see, the hero, he's exhausted. And, okay, yeah, and then she's just up here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, she does a smile. She's like, mm-hmm. And then the next scene, she's up here. It just doesn't make... What happened here? What happened here? I mean, the anime's constant flaw is the low quality, right? Of the animation and CGI. But this was really terrible. Like, this was just so stupid. Like, what? Yeah. In one scene, she's like smiling down at the basement ground, right? And the very next scene, there's no frames in between, right? There's no frames in between. It is this scene... and then the scene before is just her doing an evil smile, right? Towards him. Why does it work? Huh? There we go. Let me just go back a second there. Or easy to know the direction, right? And there it was. Come on. It was much harder going back than going forward. Yeah. God, but blame my PC here. I did this, yeah. She does like an evil smile. Yeah, she does an evil smile. She's like, mm-hmm. This is her smile, right? Literally. This is literally how it goes, right? This is a smile. And then the very next scene, right? You know what I'm talking about? The very next scene is this smile. And then she's up here. This is like frame to frame, right? This is frame to frame. This is terrible. But whatever. Otherwise, the episode was good. But this thing was just really weird. like the script to the you don't want to animate her flying up there. That's boring. Yeah, we don't want to animate. The whatever. How she gets up there is irrelevant. Like, it's irrelevant. Anyway, of course, this was the best shit of finally getting revenge. Easily, I mean, up to the thumbnail. This was easily the best part of the episode. We finally see some revenge, right? And subscribe and so on, right? Because, of course, I think it's from next week, or maybe 2 weeks from now, we actually have, of course, Shield Hero with Nagumo that talks about, and then goes, Filo. So, that's finally back, right? Shield Hero, iconic isekai, right? This, of course, felt very similar to Shield Hero, where Nagumo gets revenge eventually, right? Spoilers, she gets revenge eventually against the multi-salty bitch, right? Is it better than Shield Hero? No, okay, Shield Hero made it a whole episode. So, I will say that thing. I think this scene was great. Again, right, he finally gets revenge. But I do think that these animes are definitely similar, right? When I watched the anime the first time, I definitely felt that it was similar, to Shield Hero with Nagumo being betrayed, by his friends or whatever, right? Then being like a heretic, and kind of being, on the outside of the human kind of party or whatever, right? They're very similar in that sense. And yeah, I think Shield Hero, they make it like a whole episode of getting revenge. It's like the revenge porn maximized, right? So there goes incredibly, like, really, really into it. I would say that the best part is maybe something in the middle, because arguably Shield Hero is like slowly paced, but they're like, oh, we're really getting revenge now. Yeah, they're like, let's smash her, They're really, really pushing it. But arguably it's one of the best episodes ever in anime, though, Shield Hero. So yeah, I would prefer if this was longer. Certainly, I would prefer if this was a little more, pull, the revenge, right? I would, but it's still a good scene, and I love the whole idea that he kicks him outright to the demons or monsters or whatever, and it's like, you shot me in the back, so I fell down into monsters. Now I'm throwing you to monsters, and if you survive that, then you win, right? Yeah. So I like that. He gave him like a fair chance of surviving, right? Of course, he did kind of break his nose first, though, and so he did kind of hurt him and shot him and broke his nose first, though. But still, he gave him a symbolic survival chance. So I liked it a lot. That felt very like, it felt like a balanced fate fear thing. That was really nice. And then he did nuke the monsters, though, so he probably couldn't survive that. But I will, of course, hate. I will absolutely, massively hate if next episode, or not next episode, but maybe next season, has him returning somehow. Because yes, he got nuked, but we didn't see his body, right? We never saw him dying. We can only assume that he should be dead. But what if he returns next season as a zombie or whatever? Or like, like someone saved him and made him a half zombie or whatever. That's gonna be shit though. So hopefully this is the end of him. Hopefully. But I am a little worried because it is an isekai anime, fantasy magic. It wouldn't surprise me if he comes back eventually for whatever reason, right? Like, you know how anime goes. One Piece fake out that song. But anyway, that was great. I really wish though they would have explained a little more of her betrayal, right? She's super smug, and I love that shit. She's like, nah, yeah. So I love how she's so super annoying. She really plays off this like sadistic mind controller. Similar to like Doflamingo had the One Piece, right? He's like, ha, you're gonna die, you're gonna kill your own friend and so on, yeah. So she has mind control powers, and I will say that this is kind of tropey, but I like it, right? That usually the mind control user is kind of like an annoying bastard, right? For example, as I mentioned, Doflamingo, a big spoiler, One Piece many years ago, right? He has, mind control powers, arguably, so to speak, puppet powers, right? And yeah, they're very similar, right? And he's also kind of like a flamboyant, like, so you're stronger than me? Right, kind of an annoying bastard, right? And I think it's like basically a trope, right? That the mind control character usually is quite a douchey character, right? To provoke people. But it just works, It is one of these things that, yes, it is a trope that the mind control puppeteer person is a douche, right? And super annoying. But I think it's a trope and so on, right? Because again, it works. It works. And she's like, oh, you want to hurt me? Well, here's your best friend. If you want to hurt me, you have to kill your lover first, right? It just works in that kind of... it's like that's magical ability makes you turn into a douche, right? It's basically how it is, right? If you have this power, you became a douchebag. Because it's like the douchebag power, right? And there's a scene when he... the mentor, so to speak, appears. Here it is. I mean, this is perfectly what I mean, right? She's just like, oh, that's right. If you want to fight me, well, first you have to kill your advisor, mentor, idol guy, right? And of course he has trouble then killing his friend, mentor, and so on, right? And she stands behind me being like, that's right! So, I don't know. I will again say it, right? It is a trope. It is cliche. But I think it's one of those, again, trope cliches that is there for a reason. Because, yeah, this kind of magical ability to control your friends and family, of course, makes you be quite a sadistic, like, well, if you want to kill me, you have to first kill your best friend or whatever. Yeah, that just kind of, it just works with that power, right? It would be boring if you had someone that had mind control powers in this kind of way, and they wouldn't use them, if you're like bad guy, right? And they wouldn't use them in this, like, you hit your friend as a shield, right? Yeah, it just would be boring otherwise, if you didn't try to use the good character's emotion against them, right? Really wouldn't, right? And then of course he tried against the main character, Hajime, and he didn't care, right? And that made sense. That wasn't even Edgelord for him, because that made sense, right? Because he wasn't here. He wasn't trained by these guys. He only met them a few times. He only met this guy once, right? So, yeah that she couldn't, make him not kill him made sense, right? Because like, why would he care? Like, he has killed other people easier than that, right? So, that was good. That was good that he was like, screw it, I don't care about this guy. But yeah, this is, classic evil mind control power, right? I like that, yeah. Classic. Lastly, though, I wonder what's up with this thing, though. I wish they would explain, again, the only thing I miss here, right, is the lack of her backstory. Like, this in here felt very special, where she was gonna kill this guy, and it felt like it was hinting to her, I don't know, like, okay, did he abuse her or something, right? Or... she definitely had a yandere vibe of like, no, like, I want to date the hero, right, and so on, but you never liked me or something. Where's the scene when she's looking to smile at him? Here it is. Because it felt a little bit like, here I wish there was a flashback, right? This is my only complaint about the episode, except her teleported, right? I wish there was a flashback here, right? Because this felt like a scene, it could be completely random, but she went after him, and I was like, oh, yeah, you're gonna get it, right? And he kind of looked for a second like, oh shit, she's pissed off against what I did 2 years ago. They had that feeling, he knew that she hated him. They had that short feeling of, he was like, oh no, she's gonna kill me first, right? Of course, she might just figure out that she's a crazy lunatic yandere, and it's completely irrelevant why he knew that he was gonna die first. But it felt like this could have been a good flashback moment, when she's like, oh yeah, that's right, you grabbed my ass, 3 years ago, so you're dying first or whatever. But it could have been more, so to speak, focused on that, right? Or whatever, or something like that. But I think that's the only issue with this thing, right? Is that, again, we don't have the build-up of how she was living with the other characters. When we see the other girls crying, how can you betray me? I'm your best friend or whatever, right? We have never seen them be friends at all, right? We never seen them hang out. And as I mentioned earlier in the reaction part, they skipped over, the first episode skips over how they got isekai, right? It skips over how they lived in human world and so on. So that's a big lack, right? It never really showed us that much how they lived previously. And it doesn't really build up, right? How they felt of each other, if she was dating this guy before, whatever, right? So that's what I feel the anime is missing, right? What if we had a scene that he breaks up with Eri, right? In episode 1, right? Like before they isekai. And to us then, it's seemingly kind of irrelevant. Yeah, whatever, they are teenagers, and he's like, whatever, I'm in love with this girl instead. I'm in love with Cairo instead, so I'm gonna break up with you, whatever, right? That could have been a scene that we could see happening just before they get isekai or whatever. And it would feel somewhat irrelevant that, whatever, backstab with him, and now they get isekai, who's teenagers. And then here, 20 episodes later, she's like, I got micro powers, and I'm gonna kill you all. You. I will start with you. He's like, what? I just broke up with you, and you can kill me. He's like, bam, dead, right? Something like that could have been the build-up for this thing. So that's what I feel the anime lacks, right? When it comes to storytelling. You're like, what happened with these characters before they got here, right? But I think it's fair to mostly blame the terrible start, right? Which I kept saying, right? But truly, we all know that. Episode 1 to 3 in the anime is utter trash, right? It's just so bad. Like, the CGI is bad, the weird order of stuff, and the explanation is lacking and everything, right? Yeah, episode 1 to 3 is just a mess, right? We all know that. 1 to 3 is terrible mess. One of the arguably worst animes I've seen in my life. 1 to 3, right? Then it gets better, right? 1 to 3 is just so bad you keep watching it because it's so bad. And then after 1 to 3 you actually start getting like actual better storytelling, right? But it's very, very clear that how they directed the first beginning is one of the anime's biggest travesty ever. It's just so incredibly bad in the beginning. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just dreaming here, but I'm just feeling that this episode 1 or 2 whatever, right, could have done more on these characters, right? Why she hates them, whatever. Could have been built up, right, or at least foreshadowed why she hates him, or not him, but I mean the general hatred she has against all of them. But anyway, no. Otherwise, this episode, good betrayal scene, so on, right? We have teleported, and I have subscribed to one. Of course, I'll see you guys with the final episode of Osama Ranking in about an hour from now. So that's something, it's my favorite anime this season, right? So that's I'm very excited to see how it ends. And then we have One Piece this morning, as I mentioned. That is arguably, I was listening, right? I'm not spoiling, right? That chapter One Piece, I think it's gonna historically be already now it's the most hated chapter I think ever. Honestly, I think it is probably some people's hate for it. So that is probably the most controversial chapter that Oda is ever gonna do. Honestly. Unless if he kills off, main character or something later. Unless it's like Zoro dies or something. I don't know, Nami gets killed or something in next chapter. But yeah. Otherwise, this chapter is probably the most controversial chapter I've read in my life. So, man, if you're into One Piece, what do you guys think? That is crazy. But anyway, see you guys otherwise next week for the final episode. And on Saturday, we're doing the anime preview, right? For the animes coming next season. Where, for example, then, I think Shield Hero is probably the most similar anime to this anime. If you haven't seen Shield Hero, if you like this anime, I would think you like Shield Hero. Right? I would recommend watching Shield Hero if you like the anime, certainly. And it's finally coming back. Right? It's been delayed for like a year, so we finally got Nafumi back in I think a week from now, roughly, something like that. So I'm excited for that. Right? So I like Shield Hero. It's my favorite isekai, definitely up there, and I'm looking forward to do Shield Hero stuff again, absolutely. And it is kind of weird how it got delayed for like at least 1 year, I think, maybe not even 2 years. They announced in 2 years ago or something, so it's been delayed for a long time, right? So that's nice back. But anyway,